Good morning. I'm Jamie Allen Black, CEO of the Jewish Women's Foundation of New York.
And I'm Rachel Weinstein, President of JWFNY.
On behalf of the entire foundation, welcome to our convening. We are so glad you're with us. We recognize that there's much competition for your time and energy in this moment, and we are deeply grateful that you've chosen to spend these 2 mornings with us. We're thrilled to have hundreds of you tuning in from around the world, and we have an incredible lineup of conversations scheduled over the next 2 days. We know you'll find this gathering of visionary philanthropists, activists, entrepreneurs, and professionals to be an oasis from the constant media barrage of pandemic news, election rhetoric, and social media negativity that can weigh us down and distract us from what we know is possible in the world.
We are confident that our convening will offer you hope and inspiration by showcasing an extraordinary slate of Jewish women social entrepreneurs who, through their leadership, are moving the needle today to ensure a better future for us all. They are visionaries. They are movement builders. They are change makers. What is a change maker? It is someone who takes creative action to solve a problem, a social problem. It is someone who recognizes a pressing need and steps into it. It is someone who possesses passion, commitment, determination, and grit in her pursuit of justice and stays the course until she has made a difference.
At JWFNY, we believe in investing in the power of women to make that change. When women use their Jewish values such as kavod, respect for self and others, kahila, creating space inside their community, chesed, caring for those in pain and suffering, and dugma ishit, the much needed role modeling that we receive from each other, we embody the Jewish imperative to be a light unto nations. And when we use a feminist lens, we ensure that women and men, girls and boys, and all non-binary individuals are considered, that they all have a voice. At the foundation, we call these visionary leaders jewels: Jewish, executive, women, entrepreneurs, and leaders, because they shine their light into some of the darkest areas of society. They are solid, leading from an inner strength and conviction that inspires others to follow. They are multifaceted in their own leadership and the communities they serve. And they sparkle from the inside out, always looking for the way to make life better for others.
While we may be living during a time of uncertainty, there is one thing that we are certain about. No matter what happens tomorrow, no matter what happens next week, or even next month, social iniquity will unfortunately continue to exist. Food insecurity, gun violence, human trafficking, maternal health and infant mortality, mass incarceration, gender harassment and discrimination, racial injustice, human rights abuses, these are issues that are not disappearing overnight. And if anything, many have been exacerbated by the pandemic. We need bold leaders who have the courage to embrace these challenges and the vision and creativity to see their solutions. Our beloved Ruth Bader Ginsburg of blessed memory once said, "Real change, enduring change happens one step at a time." Our jewels are leading the way, step by step, community by community. They are warriors, knee deep in the trenches, fighting for gender equality and social innovation. And the impact of their work is changing lives. We are proud to elevate their voices and to give them this platform to share their vision with you today. Their leadership inspires us, and we hope it will inspire you too.
Of course, we could not do our work without the incredible generosity of our loyal supporters, many of whom are on the call today. We extend an extra special thank you to our convening underwriters for helping to make this event possible. If you're inspired by what you hear at the convening, we hope you too will consider lending your support. If you'd like to make a contribution, please text JWFNY to 44321 and follow the instructions. All gifts of $500 or more received today and throughout the year will be leveraged 1.5 times due to a generous matching grant from one of our funders. Your support of JWFNY allows us to give a greater platform of visibility to our jewels individually and collectively. Should you like to contact any of the women you see today, their bios are in the program, a link for which you received in your email this morning, and their websites will be included in the chat during their conversations. We've chosen to do it this way so we don't spend precious time on introductions. Remember, use the chat function to speak to each other and the Q&A function to ask questions of the panelists.
On Yom Kippur, many rabbis spoke about the Jews of color in our midst. 4 years ago, we at the foundation started a quest to bring diverse lived experiences to our decision-making tables. When we began identifying Jewish leaders for our collective, we made sure that Black Jewish women and Jewish women of color were part of each cohort. Today and tomorrow, you will see our commitment in action. 40% of our panelists and speakers are Jewish women of color and Black Jewish women. These women live in every community represented by our audiences listening today.
One of the sermons that received over 60,000 views online was from my rabbi at Central Synagogue, a visionary leader who is a spiritual guide for all of us, makes Judaism accessible to all, and takes a stand for leadership and Jewish women of color, Rabbi Angela Buchdahl. Rabbi Buchdahl had a conflict this morning, but we are very honored that she recorded an invocation for us to share with you today.